You know, these videos aren't for kids. If you aren't at least 18 or are easily offended, you should probably click off. We here at Dual Wield accept no responsibility for your children. So if you are an adult who sat your kids down to watch our videos, you should be ashamed. Anyway, back to the video. Please welcome the hosts of Dual Wield Wednesdays, Vegeta Almighty and Jindrax. Take it away, boys.
Oh, it feels good to be back. It feels so good to be back, doesn't it?
What, 10,000 years can give you such a crick in the neck?
10,000 years can give you such a crick in the neck. God, fucking...
Speaking of stupid Disney references, we have a wonderful show lined up for you today.
Oh, yeah, we do, actually. Ladies and gentlemen, today marks the beginning of Halloween, everybody. Ooh, the season of spooks, and me and Jen doing stupid and Halloween adjacent shit for 31 days because we hate ourselves. I think we got a fantastic month lined up for you guys. I'm excited. You excited, Jen?
I'm pretty excited. I love fall. It's actually my favorite season of the year. Love the hoodies. I love especially hoodies.
Yeah.
Bro, especially hoodies. There's just nothing hits quite like one of those. And then I am an apple cider guy. I don't give a fuck about pumpkin spice.
Really?
I am an apple guy.
That's
I love apple stuff.
I don't know too many people who fucks with cider like that, to be honest.
I love apple cider. Dude, I don't really drink that often, but I even drink some hard apple cider.
If it's
that
clear
shit
and yellow,
is great.
You got juice there, fella. If it's tangy and brown, you're in cider town. Of course, in Canada, the whole thing's flip-flop. Anyway.
Pretty much.
So, getting kind of jumping back on another tangent real quick about what you were saying. I'm a big fan of fall, too. Me more so because, as we were talking earlier, I'm very festive for this time of year. For the last couple months of the year, I am just insufferable for the last, 3 months of the year. Halloween, that's my jam. Horror movies, scary shiz.
Oh, especially love the horror movies.
Oh, yeah. Turtle Riz.
Especially the horror movies.
I love getting into the season. Thanksgiving time, I love just looking up recipes and stuff. Thanksgiving is the only time I truly enjoy being around my family.
Thanksgiving, that time when we get to watch the Lions and the Cowboys lose. That wonderful time
This
of
is
year.
one of the few times a year I actually sit down and watch football anymore. It's just one of the very few times a year that
Traditions.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Oh, man.
You're picking it up. That's another question I wanted to bring up. Candy corn, yes or no?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, thank God. I'm not the only
some,
one.
I love me some candy corn.
We don't tolerate candy corn slander here at Dual Wheel. That's all I'm going to say.
No, I'll give you, eating a lot of it all at once.
Yeah,
in one sitting.
It's overwhelming.
That's too
a lot
much.
Of sugar.
But just sit there and have a couple of candy corn, man. They're good. It's literally you're eating sugar.
You know what's better than candy corn though?
What?
Little candy pumpkins.
I I like the candy corn better than the candy pumpkins.
I like the pumpkins.
The pumpkins have a weird taste to them that I can't quite figure out, but it's like that. You know, like when you bite into a Dollar Tree like cheap candy kind of taste. Like
I like the pumpkins because I think you get the weight, the texture, and the ratio. It's kind of.
I think it's the texture that's turning me off of them, to be honest with you.
I like them both equally, but you know.
But what I really like, I like those little the caramels that are in the chewy caramels that you get in the
my god, are you talking about the
orange and black wrappers?
Yeah, bro.
Those are fucking amazing.
That just took me back. You don't see those anymore.
You really don't. That and I like I feel like I'm weird about this, but I like taffy. It's my favorite type of candy.
Chewy, stuck in your teeth
saltwater taffy.
Some good saltwater
taffy. Is amazing. Especially it has to be the right flavors, obviously.
Yeah.
There are some that are kind of yeah. But I used to live in Lake of the Ozarks in Missouri, and one of my favorite things to do was go to Bagnell Dam over there, which in my opinion has some of the best saltwater taffy I've ever had. That and Silver Dollar City. Dude, in Silver Dollar City, you watch them make the taffy. Like, there's a whole bunch of stuff. There's really cool stuff there. Like, you got people glass blowing. You got blacksmiths sitting there, like, actually making stuff. You've got, candy makers. Like, they'll show you how to make candy canes and taffy and all kinds of other shit, dude. Like, it's incredible.
Cool. That sounds pretty good. We might have to pay a visit.
Yeah. I love Silver Dollar City, man.
Also, are you proud of me for resisting the urge when you said blacksmith? It was really hard. You know, every time we say that when we're playing Diablo 4, what do I say?
Oh, fucking. Say it.
Where's the blacksmith? Anyway, if anyone knows what I'm referencing there, welcome. Anyway,
But yeah, no, so like that's just it's one of my absolute favorite things. But yeah, those little caramels in the orange and black wrappers, dude. Like those are fucking beyond. I could have an entire pail of just those and have a successful Halloween night. You took me
down a trip, man. Down memory lane. You know what's fucking crazy about this? I loved Halloween as a kid. To be able to dress up as my favorite characters and go get candy. Now I love it as an adult, for an excuse to act like a child.
I was saying it's still dressing up and going to get candy. It's just now I get to take my kid and he's the one that has to collect the candy.
For me now I put on dressing up as putting on pants to go to Kroger to get the leftover candy. Like that's what it is for me. And well, for me though, it's like I like the season because I use it as an excuse to prep myself for the rest of the year for Christmas or Thanksgiving and Christmas, and then of course my birthday. But I love it because it's like I just love being able to do the traditions of the horror stuff and just like watching the standards every year, the Nightmare Before Christmas, Beetlejuice or whatever, just.
Oh, you're gonna hate me.
Why?
That's one Halloween thing I actually don't like.
Well, maybe not specifically Nightmare Before Christmas. I've seen it way too many times now. But I've so many people are obsessed with that fucking movie.
Well, yeah, and for me, I've never even finished it because I keep falling asleep halfway through.
I could go without it, but my point is, I couldn't think of another traditional movie off the top of my head. But you know what I mean?
Hocus Pocus.
Hocus Pocus. There you go. Thank you. Shit like that. Halloween Town.
Fucking Halloween.
Halloween, yeah. Exactly. You know what's funny? I don't typically watch those religiously.
You know my favorite Halloween movie that I watch at least once a year. I find a way to watch it. I have to figure out how to watch it this year, but it's Ernest Scared Stupid.
Oh my god, Ernest?
You
are taking me back today.
Ernest P. Worrell, dude. Fucking amazing. And I love Scared Stupid. That shit was great.
Dude, Ernest was fucking hilarious. Dude, I'm going to have to see if I can get that for you.
Yeah, because that would be dope.
I'll watch that.
I love that movie.
But yeah, there's I just love the being able to. I like doing the If we have time this year, we should go down Fort Campbell on the Mr. I'm gonna censor that out. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Down this street and go to that car wash. You know, the one by Hardee's.
Oh, you talking about the haunted car
The
wash?
Haunted car wash. It's actually pretty. For me, it's more so like trippy because of the lights.
Didn't they don't they charge you for that shit?
You pay for a car wash. I'll pay for it.
All right. Yeah, I was like,
I just think
that's
it's
fine. I'm not paying money for that.
I think it's cool. For me, it's more so
the lights.
Ooh, pretty lights.
Yeah.
It's just kind of cool.
Which one of my favorite things to do, something we're gonna do at around Christmas time, is at the racetrack. They set up all kinds of Christmas lights, and you turn your lights off, and you just kind of drive through it with the lights.
Too,
it's
man.
so cool, dude.
I'm super festive for Christmas.
My brother, him and his ex used to go, and they would take the boys, their twin boys, to the Christmas light show. And the way that the Christmas light show worked is you would have to turn your radio station to a certain radio station.
Oh, and it would play.
Because that radio station was synced up with the lights.
That's cool.
So when it would play the music, it would have the lights doing the flashes and stuff along with the music.
That's actually really cool.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
they do it for Halloween too, because they did Nightmare Before Christmas.
That's the other thing I was thinking of. I was just trying to blank for a second there. Just seeing people's cool ass Halloween decorations too.
Oh yeah,
cool one.
My thing about the Halloween decorations is I don't do them for the simple fact.
That's a lot of work.
Well, no, it's not even that it's a lot of work. That's work I wouldn't mind doing. I love decorating and stuff. Mm-hmm. I haven't the last couple of years, but that's depression for you. But it's the people, honestly, because the type of decorations that I would put up, we have kids that live in the neighborhood.
True.
And I want it to be scary, but I can't go full on, because the last thing that I'm trying to hear about is neighbors being pissed off that I have a corpse in my yard and their kids are terrified.
I can see where you would get problems out of that, because one, you can't please everybody. Two, there's always that Karen.
Yeah.
And there's always something. There's always problems that you'll run into when it comes to people. I'm gonna turn myself up a little bit actually. There's always problems that you'll run into when it comes to people. Just being insufferable, just jackasses. If I'm being perfectly honest.
Yeah, it's just people in general.
No. That's I'm leaving that in. I don't care. That's my alarm. I gotta go do my laundry. But
so let me ask you this then, really quick.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm not gonna get it right now.
What is your least favorite thing about Thanksgiving in general? Could be literal. Well, the holiday season. Could be Thanksgiving, Halloween, not Christmas. We'll do Christmas shit separately, but
yeah. So you want to tackle November? Well, yeah. You know what?
Just for this episode,
we're taking November off, so I'll allow it.
Yeah, I was gonna say just for this episode, because there was something specific that I think you'd be interested in talking about that I was gonna say.
So my least favorite part of October, November holiday season. That's tough, man. Because I just unless I'm in a miserable, failing marriage, I tend to enjoy the holiday season. Was that too poignant, or was...
A little bit.
Okay, I would have to say... You know what? I've got it.
What's that?
Fucking traffic.
Oh my god.
Traffic is so bad,
you gotta leave days early. You have to get those extra days off of work so that you can leave.
You have to leave in September. Fuck that.
Depending on where you're going, you're not wrong.
Yeah, dude, traffic is the worst part of the holiday season in general.
Oh yeah, for those last 3 months.
Yeah.
Everybody becomes insufferable and forgets how to drive.
Even on Halloween, especially on Halloween. Because people are just out walking.
Yep.
And it's just like, dude, it's the worst. That's the worst part of the holiday season is the traffic. Getting anywhere is a nightmare. Oh, and on top of that, second worst thing, needing shit from the store. Like,
Yeah.
because they're out. I don't know how fucking like ramen noodles or a pack of napkins or styrofoam plates or fucking marshmallow mayonnaise are related to Halloween, Christmas, or Thanksgiving, but damn it, they're sold out. Like,
people do a lot of projects with things like that, too.
Well, people, that's the thing. It doesn't matter. Name anything, and they're out of stock, most likely.
Yeah, no shit.
Anything you could possibly need.
It was like me going to fucking Walmart the other day. Like, I literally went to the Super Center.
Shit, the other day. Today was the same problem for you.
No, not today.
Oh, was that?
That was yesterday.
I thought you also went today.
No, wait, no, it wasn't yesterday. It wasn't yesterday, it was the day before yesterday.
When did you go look for hot dogs?
Buns.
Oh, so that was
hamburger buns.
You also looked for hot dogs, though.
That was today.
That's
I already got that shit. No, it was. I was saying that they were out and then they restocked
time you
it.
went, but you
Talking
weren't
about the time
going for them, though.
Yeah, no.
But you just saw that they were empty. Okay.
Yeah.
Now I'm tracking. Sorry.
So, no, I'm talking about like the other day when I went to the fucking Walmart Super Center.
They're worse, honestly.
Hamburger buns.
They're worse, honestly.
Yeah, like fucking. I was just like, listen. I could forgive the hamburger buns. I was about to get a more expensive thing of hamburger buns because they were really just out of the cheap ones. Like, they still obviously had the more expensive ones. Which at that point, you might
as well just be out of hamburger buns.
Yeah, that's... So, no, I did that, and then I go all the way over to the cheese, because we needed cheese, too.
Mm-hmm.
They had none of the cheap cheese. None.
Define none of the cheap cheese. Like, they didn't have the Walmart brand?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Man.
And nothing is cheaper than the Walmart brand cheese.
Bad. Well, there is, but not at Walmart. You're right.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it's just, they were completely out of that. They didn't have no white cheese, no orange cheese, whatever.
They have the block shit, though. They had to cut.
Yeah, like, if I wanted to cut it, sure.
The pain in the ass shit. Or, like, the Sargentos. They had the Sargentos.
Yeah, like the expensive all that shit. Yeah, no.
What the hell are people doing with cheese right now?
So, I went over... I was like, at that point I said, fuck it. I don't want anything here now. Because 2 out of the 4 items on my fucking list
Dude, I did that.
are not here.
Dude, I'm glad I'm not the only one who does that.
So fucking, I get up, I leave, and then I fucking go all the way down to the neighborhood market around our place. And I get there, and there's no fucking hamburger buns.
Because everybody had the same idea.
Like, it was the very expensive ones that were left. Not even just the normal ones that I was fitting to get at the Super Center, but, like, the very expensive ones. So that's when I called my wife, and I was like, hey, I don't think we're doing hamburger buns. There's, like, 1 loaf of cheap bread left. Can we just do that? And she's like, yes.
Yeah, well,
like, good, because I was gonna fucking do it anyway. So
came out pretty good.
But yeah, no, like, I was so mad. Like, there was no bread, there was no buns, and I had to look in the back, like the front of the shelf where the cheese was.
Oh,
there was none. I actually had to look in the fucking back and grab that shit.
Man.
Like, you know how you reach into the back of the shelf and you're afraid that there's a secret portal there and some demon's going to grab your hand and just fucking rip your arm out of its socket?
Can't say
that type of shit.
Yeah. But dude, that's like those are the worst 2 things about the holidays, man. Shopping for literally anything and getting places is the fucking worst. But, like...
I have two that I feel are worse.
Okay.
Well, I mean, yours are, like, real life practically worse.
Yeah.
But, I mean, like, these 2 in general are just, as soon as you hear about them or see them, they just kind of make you slap your face.
Like, you're being a drama queen. Okay, gotcha.
Yes. The first is the Macy's Day Parade. Fuck the Macy's Day Parade.
I don't care.
There is no point to block an entire fucking television channel for a parade
See, that doesn't bother me though.
I hate when people put that shit on.
As a kid, I used to love it.
Like, I never did.
Because I wanted to see my favorite characters. Like, if they had, like, Goku, when Goku got added, I was a big fan of that, even as an adult, but, like...
If I wanted to see my favorite characters, I'd watch the fucking show.
But here's the thing for me. Here's why I don't care. I don't watch TV.
I mean, yeah, that's absolutely fair. But I mean,
in 2023?
Listen, I'm speaking from younger days. Like, this is younger me letting this bitching out, because this has been coming for a fucking while. I despise parades. In general.
Oh,
like, I don't fucking like parades.
Remind me when we're done here, I have a parade story for you.
Yeah, and I'm not talking about, like, any kind of specific fucking parades. I mean parades in general. I mean, no, Macy's. Fuck Macy's in general. Specifically Macy's. But fuck all other parades in general. Like, why are you just romping down the fucking road like jackasses, blocking up an entire thing of traffic so that I have to go to get to where I want to go to get all the way the fuck around?
God forbid you forget.
Like, 10 miles. Yeah. God forbid I had to fucking work that day and I was running late. Oh, what happened? I got stopped by the parade. Who cares? You're getting written up because you're fucking late.
You know, it'd be even worse if you worked for Macy's.
I swear to God. I have worked for Macy's.
No, I meant like,
but like
in that
not
city.
In that city. No, but no, I've worked for the fucking warehouse. Like, we had.
Fuck Macy's, by the way.
I fucking
Fuck the warehouse.
I fucking hate working at Macy's warehouse.
Macy's just sucks.
So this is my personal. Like,
maybe it's always been fuck Macy's.
So it wasn't. It's not even. You know what? The company itself, I don't care. Like, I literally don't care. I'm indifferent to the company. I don't purchase any of their products personally, but I don't have Macy's money.
I don't, just like you don't purchase anything from Victoria's Secret, but you don't necessarily hold a grudge against it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like, I'm indifferent. I'm glad that shit exists. You know, if I ever want to go there,
somebody enjoys it, that's great.
Like, if I ever want to go there once in a while when I have a little bit of extra money and I'm feeling like, you know, whatever, and I want to do something nice for my wife in particular, sure, I'll go to that store and I might have, you know, something like that. But other than that, man, I'm fucking indifferent to it. Yeah. It's not that I hate Macy's. Even working at Macy's, I didn't hate it. What I hated was the traveling there.
I hated that job because they were just so incompetent.
I mean, to be fair, that's less the actual Macy's employees and more so the temps that they fucking hire.
No, I meant it was the people in charge of trading. That's a whole nother story for another time. My whole Macy's story was a nightmare. Actually, around Thanksgiving, believe it or not, was when I was working there, and it was a nightmare.
Yeah, they were hiring for the busy season. They were hiring all the fucking temps, and then you'd get on the bus and go all the way over there.
I didn't both fuck and all for the 2 weeks I worked there.
Yeah, I didn't work there very long either.
I spent all day doing nothing. And I mean nothing.
I worked in the fucking the shipping part. So yeah, trust me when I say we hardly did.
I was supposed to be a power loader, and I never got on one of them the whole time I was there.
Oh yeah, I remember this story. Yeah.
They had me picking instead, and since I'm an extra guy, and I was supposed to be there, I just fucking would pick an item a day, and then just go to the bathroom and just fucking sitting there all day. Or go up somewhere high up and just hide.
Right.
Just sit on the floor. Get on my phone. Just chill. So as a kid I didn't really care so much because I liked occasionally looking over and say, oh, look, this is Garfield or whatever. Mm-hmm. But, a lot of the times when that shit would happen, I would just be outside playing or playing video games or whatever. So I didn't really care.
Well, my parents...
were sleeping.
When I was younger... my dad, especially when I was up at Thanksgiving with my grandmas.
Yeah.
My grandma, for whatever fucking reason, loved watching the Macy's Day Parade, and she had one TV because she was not letting your ass go in her bedroom because grandma.
Yeah. My dad was a football one. He watched the games. Mom watched them Thanksgiving.
See, that's my dad too. Is we sit there and we'll eat until we're full, and then by the time we're done eating, that's usually when the Lions are getting their asses kicked. And then we sit there in prime time, and when prime time comes on, that's when the Cowboys usually get their asses kicked. You know, Thanksgiving traditions.
Yeah. The Cowboys and the Lions losing. Yeah. It is quite the Thanksgiving tradition, right?
I shoot that at my uncle all the time. He's a fucking Cowboys fan, and I'm just... Yeah, no. So we do that, and then... but moving on to the second thing that I absolutely fucking despise about Thanksgiving in particular is the fucking gobbledygooker.
See, again, that doesn't bother me that much.
That was the dumbest shit I've ever seen.
Yeah, it was like around for like 2, maybe 3 segments ever.
I mean, they brought him back a couple of times,
yeah,
but even then, it was just annoying.
Battle Royal and shit, dude. That is so like minor.
It is.
Shit. Because first of all,
again, this is Jim
I don't
being
even
petty.
remember the Gobbledygooker's debut.
Oh, I do.
I don't.
Yeah, they brought him out.
Now I know it, but I mean, I don't remember it when it came out.
Oh, I did. I was sitting there in the fucking living room with my grandpa, and if I'm not mistaken, it was on a pay-per-view.
Survivor Series.
Survivor Series, that's right.
It was the same one where the Undertaker debuted.
Then no, I don't. It must have been a different one when he came back.
Of Survivor, yeah.
Because like if it was the same one that the Undertaker debuted, bro, that was the year. That was like literally right before I was born.
That's what I'm saying. It was the same year the Undertaker debuted because Taker was supposed to be the one in the egg originally. Yeah, fucking think about that. That make you hate the Gobbledygooker even more, or does it make you actually appreciate him now?
I mean, the fact that they didn't ruin the Undertaker's fucking gimmick
before he even began. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Fucking. There you go.
You know what? Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, you're right.
I just saved it for you.
I feel a little bit more appreciative of that dumb fucking mascot.
That story.
No, I haven't. And like, I was thinking of it because I know I watched it. I watched him come back at least once. I know it was at a Survivor Series because Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it's the Thanksgiving pay-per-view.
Fucking. I know I was sitting there watching it. It was just like it came up and it was the dumbest shit I'd ever seen in my life.
I mean, it's stupid. Don't get me wrong, but it wasn't. It was meant to be a Thanksgiving thing. It wasn't meant to be anything else. Once we got to the debut, anyway.
Moral of the story is Jin hates mascots.
That's fair. That's fair. You hate balloons and you hate mascots.
Yeah, like yeah. Well, fair. No. The parade isn't just fucking balloons.
Yeah, that's true.
Specifically Macy's Day Parade, I do hate. But it's not to do with the balloons.
Since we're just fucking here, let me just tell you the story.
Story time.
So you remember when I lived in those apartments behind the bar?
Actually, can I have that?
Yeah, sure. Do you remember when I lived in those apartments behind the bar, the old bar and hookah bar?
You've told me about this, yes.
You remember me telling you where I said... You know where that is, though, right?
Yes.
So you know that street right in front of them that goes behind the bar and shit?
Yeah.
So why am I sleeping? Preparing for my graveyard shift at the fucking gas station. Matter of fact, I believe this was around Christmas time. And all of a sudden I hear... I look out my bedroom window... And there's a fucking parade going across my fucking front yard, I guess you would consider. Out in front of my apartment is a parade! There was a crowd of people, children and everything. I'm butt-ass naked. Well, not butt naked, but I'm in my underwear. But still, they don't see below my stomach. So I opened the window up in front of God and everybody, like, are you fucking serious? People live here. People work night shifts. Are you fucking kidding me? And I mean, I knew nobody could do anything about it. But I just wanted my grievance to be heard. Like, I guess I'm not going back to fucking sleep.
Did anybody respond?
No, they just kind of looked and
What about their business?
covered their children. Like, yeah. I don't even know if a whole lot of people heard me because, you know, and I'm just like, dude, why this street? Because that street's kind of fucking off in the middle of nowhere.
So speaking of parades, did I ever tell you that I was in one?
That is hilarious. No, you never told me the story. We've also gotten way off topic. Go ahead.
We have. The shortened version, I was in high school band.
Just there you go.
K-State Band Day was absolutely fucking phenomenal. And while doing the cadences and shit, because of course I was a snare drummer.
Of course you were.
Yeah, I did basic ass beats. I ain't even gonna lie.
Right.
But fucking we were doing the thing, and I was getting fucking fancy with the drumstick like a dipshit.
Yeah.
And I ended up dropping that motherfucker. We didn't have spares, so in the middle of trying to play the shit, I had to stop, turn around, and with a snare drum attached to my fucking front, reach down and pick up my drumstick before the other people marched into me.
How'd that work out for you?
Barely.
So you did it though.
Yes. I Indiana Jones that shit.
Times like this.
And then I just sat there and like ran to catch up with the other guys.
Days like this, you carry chopsticks around just in case.
Right.
But that's hilarious. First of all, Jesus Christ. So,
Way off topic.
Yeah, back to the month before all this stuff is supposed to take place. Halloween. Didn't you have some fun facts you would like to share with the people at home? He was all about doing this, so.
Yeah, so there's a couple of fun facts that we're gonna do. We're gonna do a couple of these every episode to kind of end out the episode.
Well, hold on. Are we ending the episode with this? I didn't know we were doing that.
I figured it'd be the easiest way.
Oh.
Just end out with a couple of fun facts about Halloween.
Okay, well, keep that in the pocket then until then, because I'm not quite ready to finish it up. Because I did want to share, my thing is I want to share one scary story, or so even if it's not like horror, if it's like it was scary to me kind of situation.
Do the thing, by all means.
So, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. That was rude. That was scary bad. So let's go.
You're fired.
To college. Do you believe in ghosts?
Of course.
So, there was a section of the college that on the dorms that I was in. There was it was Davenport. I think it was 4th or 5th Davenport. Was I don't remember the exact floor. I think it was 4th Davenport. But was originally a girls' dorm hall. Well, that section of the college is gated off.
Mm-hmm.
For some fucking... You can walk right up to where the 4th floor is supposed to begin. And then there's like a fucking... like a gate there. You can look in and you can see it's disheveled as shit. Like it's run down as hell. Paint peeling off the walls. Furniture thrown all about. And this looks like fucking rust or blood on the wall. Yeah. And if you go out front of the fucking Davenport building,
mm-hmm.
you'll see window, window, window. Used to be a window, but now it's bricks. Window, window, window. And it's like, why is that one window bricked up? Apparently, a girl had jumped from her fucking dorm there a while back and killed herself. And so they fucking bricked up that fucking window, and they just closed down that wing. This really happened. Like, this really happened. And I don't know if the closing of the wing was related to that, but because this was a long time before I got there, so this may have just been one of those things that was like, well, we don't really need that hall, and it's cost less money to brick it up than to fix the window, you know. So I mean, it would make sense from a administrative standpoint of why they did that, but of course, you're on a college campus, someone die. I'm afraid to say the actual thing because I don't want to get...
They unalive themselves.
Yeah, they toaster bath. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but you gotta...
I'm not either, and this is just the expressions that are funny.
It's just, you can't say the actual word on YouTube.
Not without getting canceled.
Well, not without getting demonetized.
You know that.
It's the appropriate... I'm more likely getting canceled for saying toaster bath than I would be for the other thing. But you have YouTube.
Fair enough.
So, but you know, you're on a college campus, and naturally, you know, dumb, impressionable teenagers and young adults are going to make up stories.
Who have freedom.
Yeah, who have freedom for the first time. In some cases, are going to make up stories. So naturally, 4th Davenport is haunted. You know, 4th Davenport's haunted. You know, there's a ghost up there. So, me and a buddy of mine were goofing off one night. And we thought it'd be funny to go do a, like, ghost hunters joking kind of thing. And we were going to go into 4th Ave, but we couldn't get past the gate, obviously. What we were going to do is because it's gated off, but not all the way. So you could, like, if you wanted to, climb the railing of the stairs and, like, go around. But we were like, nah. I don't feel like doing all that. Yeah, I don't feel like doing all that. Who knows? Like, they've definitely taken care of this part of the railing of the stairs. I don't know if they've taken part of this part, and I don't feel like breaking my neck today. So we were like, nah, let's just not. So we stood at the gate, and mind you, it's like 2 a.m. Everyone's asleep. We just don't have classes tomorrow. And like everyone is either asleep or like us. Mm-hmm. And they don't have classes tomorrow, but they're not fucking on 4th Davenport at 2 a.m. because they have better shit to do. And we're sitting there recording. We're thinking we're gonna just be like doing this for like a couple minutes, and then be like, see, stop being stupid. It's just a broken down, abandoned wing. Until we ask it to make itself known, and the lights flicker and a very distinct, loud bang comes from 4th Ave. And me and my buddy do this. Fucking gone! We took the fuck off, bro. I'm telling you, like, we were gone. Like, nope, no sir. We missed flights of stairs on the way down, and we left Davin's building entirely. We went all the way back to my fucking dorm. Like, we went all the way back to my side of shit, and we ran into this dude who was like a Buddhist, like really devout Buddhist, like I'm talking singing bowls and throat singing and all that, and he just felt something. He said he felt something was off about us. And we said, we just went up to 4th Davenport. He said, you should not go up there. He's like, there's bad juju up there.
Yeah.
Essentially. And it was just like, And until from that day, we never went back the fuck up there. I deleted the video, or we didn't go back up there.
He said, "This is not the fucking beginning of American Horror Story."
No, sir.
Fuck off.
We took the fuck off. We were like, nope, gone, gone. Let's play some Xbox. Fuck that. Yeah. So that was.
Oh my god.
That was one scary story.
That is absolutely fantastic.
It was. What would you have done in the situation?
Oh, I'd have took the fuck off.
Thank you.
Like, you got me fucked up.
And no, sir. I wasn't. And the more I think about it, it may have been an animal. It may have been a raccoon. It may have been the wind. I do not care enough to find out.
Yeah, no.
Period. So.
Not after the lights flickering.
Dude, but again, that could have just been the fact that it was not really. Nobody goes up there.
Were the lights usually on? Or were they
At
off?
night. They all kind of like. Well, actually, I think they might have always been on. That's possible. I don't know. No one goes up there.
Yeah.
Because like the bottom half of Davenport is like administrative shit. Like there's no dorms down there.
Well, see, that's the reason I was asking is because like if the lights are always on, it's a shutdown wing. So I would figure if it's a shutdown wing, they wouldn't.
No.
Keep
In the wing itself, the lights are off. The lights are always up. But like where we were standing, there was a light in the stairwell.
Oh, you were in the motherfucker.
No, so we were like I said, we were right at the gate. So it's really weird how they had it sectioned off, because it's kind of like an open design. Mm-hmm. So like the way the stairs are, you go up the stairs, and then there's a gate right here. But if the gate wasn't there, you walk in, and then now there's a hallway with rooms on each side of each other. So like there's a hallway that stretches down here, and then on each side, of course, there's rooms. And then, of course, in that little opening where you came out of with the stairs, there's another way to go. I think there was a little bit more up you could go, and that would lead to, I think, the roof, if I'm not mistaken. But, like I said, there wasn't a whole lot of like space there, but it was just like we were in the stairwell, right? And so, like I said, so you go down another flight, and now you're on third Dev, and like I think there's. If I remember correctly, there's the same kind of thing, but third Dev is occupied.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I don't remember if it was. Actually, I think all of Davenport might have just been. I don't remember. I got to go back. I got to fucking go back to my college. But so like there's that right down there. So, but like I said, this wing was closed off. This like floor was closed off because, like I said, it was abandoned pretty much. It was an abandoned building essentially in that fucking section of the floor. But like we were standing right at the gate. And right at the gate, that's where the lights are. So like they kept the lights on, and like if for whatever reason you were stupid enough to go up there, the lights were on, like in the stairwell. Mm-hmm. But like where it's gated off, the lights were obviously off. So.
Well, that's what I was asking, because like, at least from my point of view, if the lights are on and then they start flickering on and off, that could just be a sign of maintenance, bad electricity, anything like that.
Yeah.
But if the lights are off and they start flickering on and off, yeah, no, fuck that.
Yeah, no, dude. If the lights are on, if the lights cut on in 4th Dev, dude, I was going to walk to my grandmother's house.
He's
4 hours away.
He said, "Fuck this! My soul would have left my body, and I'd have had to catch up."
I lived on Bishop, and Bishop was like 3 buildings down, and I was not fucking having it, dude. I was not. I wouldn't have been able to sleep.
Oh my god.
Because I lived on the 4th floor, too. So it's like all I had to do was float across. You know, and those fuckers can walk through walls and shit. No, I'm not doing all that, man. Oh, fuck no. If the fucking lights in the wing, like on 4th Ave cut on, and then back off, dude, I was walking to my grandmother's house in like 3 hours away. Yeah. And I was walking. But that's my car. And I would have walked, man. I don't give a fuck. I'd have walked.
Bro.
I'd have walked. I don't give a fuck. I would not be going to sleep. I'll tell you that much. I'd have gone. Matter of fact, if I would have went anywhere on campus, it would have been in my fucking computer lab classroom, and I would have slept in there.
So that's a no to going to, like, haunted fucking hospitals and shit.
Well, if we have a car, I don't give a shit. I'll go. But
We have a car.
the second that lights turn on that aren't supposed to, yeah, I'm out, bro. Let's go! Taking my crucifix and my fucking holy water.
Your God is not here.
Well, the devil is a liar. See the way my God works?
There's a checking in the savings.
Yeah, exactly. I ain't doing... no, sir. Yeah, fucking... I don't know what else, I never went back up there. I don't care. I don't care what's up there. I don't care if it was a raccoon. I don't care if it was a squirrel. I don't care if it was the wind. I don't care if it was the maintenance dude fucking checking up on something. Trying to slowly prepare it to get reopened eventually. I don't give a fuck what it was. What it wasn't was something I was going to find out. I had done enough fucking around right to about the point where I realized I might find out. And then I subtracted the fuck around. I was gone, bro.
Subtract the fuck around, divide that by bye.
Yeah, and then you won't find out. No, sir. I was gone, man.
With that being said, so we're gonna go ahead and do the couple little fun facts about Halloween that people may or may not have known. A lot of people know a lot of fun facts because a lot of people like that shit, but I don't care. So first things first, did you know that trick-or-treating has existed since medieval times?
Really?
Yeah, so taking candy...
that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, no, me neither. Taking candy from strangers on one night a year isn't new or uniquely American. Back then it was known as guising in Scotland and Ireland.
Really?
Young people dressed up in costumes and went door to door looking for food or money in exchange for performing songs and poems or other tricks. Today the tradition has morphed into children to getting dressed up and asking for candy. Hardly anyone sings for their mini Snickers these days, but a simple thank you will go a long way. But yeah, like it's been existing since medieval times. Like, that's fucking cool to know. And in Ireland and Scotland, apparently.
So where does All Hallows Eve come from?
So that, I think it has something to do with the holiday dating back to more than 2,000 years. It used to be called Samhain, which means end of summer. So, like, it's actually older than Christianity itself.
Really?
Yeah,
that's
Halloween.
Interesting.
Halloween is older than the religion of Christianity. But like I said, it was called Samhain before, which means summer's end. It's usually held in the beginning of November. The feast recognized the last day of the fall harvest and spirits crossing over. Since they believe, since they believe the veil between the living and the spirit world grew thinnest around that time. A lot of it was people in Ireland, the UK, and northern France. They used to ward off ghosts by lighting sacrificial bonfires and wearing costumes to trick the spirits. So
that is so cool.
Yeah, back then they believed that, since the veil between the spirit world and the real world, the two different planes were thinnest around All Hallows Eve or Samhain. So they would dress up as the monsters that they were scared of, so that they would try to blend in. Basically, is what it boiled down to. That's where we get the costume idea.
That's interesting. So it's like the European equivalent of Dia de los Muertos.
Yeah, kinda.
That's very interesting. That those two. When is Dia de los Muertos?
That's the November 1st and 2nd.
See, and
literally
it took place around
after.
this. Because they said it took place around the beginning of November.
Yeah, and a lot of people have that same, which is funny because, like, if I'm not mistaken, isn't it like 2 different seasons in Mexico and in, like, the UK around that time of year?
Well, I mean, it's always not cold in Mexico, from what I'm understanding. Or it's, it's probably. I think that doesn't really check out because I think it's still technically.
Well, I just think
autumn, it's just not cold.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's summer's end, so it's that time of period where it's like transitioning into the cool versus
but in Mexico it's just not actually as cold as it is say around here.
I just think the timing of it is weird.
It's very interesting.
Because, for them, it was around, the 31st of October or, the beginning of November, but in Mexico, they hadn't discovered each other yet.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was just thinking. That's so wild
they haven't discovered each other, so,
considering, that also depends on how far back that tradition goes.
Well, let's Google it.
That's so interesting to me, though. If that's the case.
How old is the tradition of Dia de los Muertos? Oh, I hope if I spelled it. 3,000 years.
So before that.
So before Samhain was even a thing.
Incredible.
Yeah.
And you said, they didn't typically even.
And it's the same ideology too. That's the thing that's fucking trippy. Is it's the same ideology. The veil between the living and the dead is the thinnest around this time of year.
That's the exact fucking description of
1,000 years difference and an entire ocean apart.
Yeah, well, you don't even hear about people crossing oceans until the thousands.
Not oceans, yeah. Definitely. Well, it depends. I guess you wouldn't consider the seas the oceans.
You know what I mean? You don't hear a lot of the fucking crossing of those kind of cultures.
Great, yeah.
The East and the West don't really.
Well, even so, it was 1402 before anybody in Europe discovered
anything else.
Over here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's wild that before there is recorded history, or not recorded history, but shit started really melding together and people started expanding, and before Christ, essentially, BC times, we have
well, no, if you want to get that technical, it would actually be AD times. No. But the religion of Christianity itself
3,000
is younger.
What year is it right now?
It's okay. Yes. Okay. Yeah, you're right. It would be BC times.
Yeah. So it'd be or BCE is what's the more commonly accepted one, before Common Era.
And then CE common, yeah.
Or no, it's but BCE before Common Era, and then
because it used to be AD, but now it's
Anno Domini, the year of our Lord, or whatever.
Yeah.
But
it makes sense for people that aren't Christian.
Yeah, it's the more universal term. But yeah, it's weird to me that it's BC times we've had this tradition, or this belief even. And it still goes on to this day, and it's so weird that those are two polar opposite, fucking environments and cultures.
You know what's really funny to me though, to me personally, is that
blew my mind, by the way.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Is that when it comes down to it. Christians as a whole either love or hate Halloween. There's really no in between. A lot of them will see it as demonic, devil worshipping, yada,
but those are
yada,
the ones
yada.
that see demonic shit in Cheerios.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that.
Hey Brian, my alphabet's is speaking to me. It says ooh.
Maybe those are Cheerios. But you get my point.
I do get the point, but I was saying it always makes me think of the King of the Hill episode with that fucking when Hank is trying to set up the haunted house in the school, and that fucking religious lady is like, "There should be a separation of church and state," and da 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 da. As just Hank's trying to go through hell to fucking get this trick or treating shit done. This is ridiculous.
Down boom.
Dang boom.
That's those are the same people though that believe that John Cena's old taunt was him throwing up the mark of the beast.
Yeah.
You've seen that?
Yeah.
The 666 nonsense. Just
people
a stupid
fucking
pose.
Dumb.
Just a stupid taunt.
Alright.
But anyway.
So, the last one here, we're going to do one more fun fact for the night.
To start off big.
Yep. So, did you know that some Halloween rituals used to be geared towards finding a husband?
Really?
Yeah, so check this out.
That's where the slutty nurse comes from.
I mean, yeah, it kind of...
Oh!
I mean, if you really think about it, that hasn't changed much.
Thank you, I'll be here all week.
But yeah, during the 18th century, single ladies devised Halloween traditions that were supposed to help them meet their romantic match. Women used to throw apple peels over a shoulder, hoping to see their future husband's initials in the pattern they made when they landed. So similar to throwing the fucking bouquet over your shoulder at a wedding.
That's some white people shit.
Right. When bobbing for apples at parties, the winner would supposedly marry first. Most spookily, they even used to stand in a dark room holding a candle in front of a mirror to look for their future husband's face to appear on the glass.
Nah.
Maybe that's how Bloody Mary got started.
No, I think that's unrelated, but actually, you know, it might be. That might be some... Dude, fuck that, though. Like, I don't care. I'll be single forever. If a fucking picture of somebody pops up randomly in the fucking mirror that I'm looking at in a dark room...
That's a person I avoid, not run to.
I will die right then and there. I will drop dead of a heart attack. Dude, I will, at the very least, shit my pants. Like, bowels. Empty. Like,
I cannot say I would blame you.
Dude, I would freak the fuck out. First of all, I don't like it being pitch black in general.
Yeah.
That's not a fear of the dark thing. Because I can have it pitch black when I'm in my room sleeping. Comfortable.
Safe.
Put me in the middle of a pitch black room, I'm swinging.
At everything.
Flailing angrily. Like, I don't care. Like, do not... especially talking about doing it at a party at a place I don't know?
Yeah, no shit.
No, sir. Absolute. What's in this room with me? I hear anything. What is in this room with me right now? Fuck that. And that is a no for the Prince of all Saiyans, ladies and gentlemen. That is going to be a hard no for me.
And on that note,
say your fucking thing so I can go throw up.
Drink your water, don't be a dick, and have a nice day.
Boo! Did that scare you? Alright. I guess not. Bye, everybody. Happy Halloween.